Well, good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, encourage, and empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. I'm Anna. I am a retired school teacher, an author, an educational consultant, a jury consultant, a health consultant, and I am a certified cake instructor. So I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. Each episode and each week we delve into topics that can enrich our lives, whether it's from personal development to health and wellness, and of course, the art of jewelry. And I do this by providing workshops and experts, speakers to come forth and share their knowledge with you. So, and me, okay. So join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. Thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where every conversation is a treasure. So let's get started. Now, tonight is the end of the series of coffee, cake, and conversation with Anna. And I'm going to take a brief commercial, and then we are going to come back. And our topic is what I know now that I wish I knew then. I know all of you have felt this way. I'm sure of it. Okay? You get this with wisdom. You know what I mean? So, Marilyn says hi. Hello, Marilyn. Brian says, oh, no, that's Brianna. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. You know, I mess up a name in a minute. I hate to say it, but I will. I am that. I'm more I'm more good with face recognition as part of instead of names. What can I say? And then also, Marilyn said, oh, nice, that's. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go to that commercial, and then we're going to come back, and we are going to talk a little bit about what I know now that I wish I knew then. Okay, and I just want to let you know that this is something I'm sharing with you about me. And hopefully that the things that I am sharing with you, you'll be able to do them with yourself as well. It should be fun tonight. Okay? Let's take that commercial, y'all. Oh, we're back. Many of you know that Soul Lady Wigs is a affiliate of mine. I don't have any on tonight because it's hot. And really, I could have put one on tonight because it's kind of cool. But it has been so hot that I just can't do it. I'm already a sweater. You know, you know what I'm saying? Well, I just want to say welcome back to Coffee, Cake, and Conversation with Anna, where we gather around the table to share life, laughter, lessons, and blessings. One conversation at a time. I'm your host, Anna L. Brothers, and tonight I have a very interesting question for you. If you could sit down with your younger self for a cup of coffee, what would you tell her or him? I've been thinking about that question. And I hate to say it, but sometimes I watch RuPaul. And sometimes that's the question that he asked some of his queens, as you could say. And I thought that's a question that we can ask ourselves. So I put that question to me. And I hope that you will put that question to you. So, what would I tell the younger Anna? What would I tell her? I'm looking at I got notes tonight, y'all. What would I tell her? Okay. Would I tell her about the places she would go? The people she would meet? The lives she will touch? Will I tell her that one day she will become an entrepreneur, an author, a podcaster, and continue finding new ways to inspire others? Or would I just simply say, Anna, enjoy the journey. God isn't finished with you yet. Tonight, we're talking about what I know now that I wish I knew then. So grab your coffee, grab your cake, and let's have a conversation. Now, tonight I am not drinking coffee. You all know I'm drinking lemonade. It's too late for me to be drinking coffee. And this lemonade is so good. It's strawberry lemonade, y'all. It's certain lemonades that I like. I'm not going to do a commercial on lemonade, okay? But this is strawberry, and I love it. I like raspberry lemonade, too. But anyway. All right. So, let me bring up my... I'm dropping all my notes. Let me bring up my presentation now. Let's hope I can get them back together. I'm sure I can. And it didn't fall out too much. So let me bring up my presentation. And we're going to get ready to begin. What I know now that I wish I knew then. Lessons, laughter, and a little wisdom from the journey. Now, hopefully tonight, we will not have any technical difficulties. I tried to go online and do all of my upgrades. And even though I did that last week, on Tuesday, when Wednesday came, it was crazy. And that happens periodically. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this presentation as well. So I'm hoping that you will participate, but I want to tell you about me. So the first thing that I am going to talk about, because I think most of us have gone through this. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just don't. When you are younger, we often think we're supposed to have a plan for everything. We want to know, what am I going to do? Where am I going to live? What will my career be like? Are these some of the things you ever wondered? Will I be successful? But one thing that I've learned is that life doesn't always follow the plan we create. I'm going to repeat that. One thing that I have learned in life doesn't always follow the plan we create. Sometimes one chapter prepares you for a chapter you didn't even see was coming. I'm going to, I try to give you all examples with me. One of the examples I can say is the cake decorating. And I am a certified cake instructor. How it came about is really fascinating. Seriously. So I was never prepared for that. Never in my life would I have thought that I would be an instructor. And it's a blessing. And I'm going to tell you, I did not become an instructor until later on in my life. I always baked. I've been a baker since I was 8. I like baking as opposed to cooking. I could cook too, but baking, just the beauty of it and the aroma and all that, I enjoy it. They say I'm like my grandmother. She liked to bake. But I think I'm like one of her daughters. Not my mother. My Aunt Faye, she was a baker too. She good baker. Okay? So, I was not prepared for that, you all. And along the way, along in this presentation, there's some other things that I was not prepared for or had not planned. That was not in my plan at all. And I'm going to show you how my life has developed. And most of the things in my life were not planned. The only thing I can think that I really planned, I was determined to be a teacher. That's the only thing I think I really, really planned. But I didn't realize that I would be teaching forever, because that's what I'm doing. I love inspiring other people. I love encouraging other people. Sometimes we need that. I know I need that. People have encouraged me. That's why I'm out here trying to encourage others. Because people have been a blessing to me. Let me be a blessing to you. Let me share some of the things, so if you have questions or anything, I can't answer them all, but I can find answers for you. And that's what we need. We need someone out here to help us. And I think that's one of my gifts as well. So, I'm going to tell you this too. My experience as an educator eventually connected me with the work that I do today. The consultant, the entrepreneur, the author, and the podcast host. Me being an educator. All those, somehow or another, it connected all of those things. And so I want to leave you with a life lesson on this. You don't have to have it all figured out. The first chapter doesn't have to look like your final chapter. The first chapter does not have to look like your final chapter. Well, some people make comments. I try to promote all the comments, but I don't promote comments where people are soliciting. I like to do my own soliciting, if you like, if you must know. And it's awful that you feel like you have to come on here and solicit. I don't go on anyone else's program or thing to solicit, things like that. So I don't show those things. I only show positive comments or if people have questions. That's what it's all. That's what it's all about. And I will say this: if you want to, like reach out to me, or if you want to maybe present something that you want to, you can always reach me into, several places. You can reach me at Anna's Lifestyle LLC.com. That is my website, and you can inquire there and, questions as well. I also have an email, and you can reach me at this email, info at Anna's Lifestyle LLC.com as well. So just wanted to let you know those places where you could reach out to me if you have questions or things like that. So, but I also want you to be aware, don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. In your lifetime, you should be reinventing yourself over and over again. So if I could talk to my younger self, I would tell her this: never be afraid to become something new. Life has seasons. I believe in this. Life has seasons. There was a season for teaching. There was a season for consulting. There was a season for entrepreneurship. And then came podcasting, writing, travel, baking, jewelry, and so many other adventures. And you know what? The beautiful thing is that one season does not erase the other. I still teach. I still consult. I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm on my podcast. I just finished a book. I travel. I give travel advice. I help you do your dream vacation. I bake. Remember, I told you I'm a certified cake instructor. I bake. I teach cake decorating. And I make you look good with jewelry. So, every experience becomes part of who you are. Every experience becomes part of who you are. So, my next thing that I want to say to you is this right here. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for perfect. It's never going to come. Perfect is never gonna come, y'all. And I think that many of us have waited to do something because we wanted everything to be perfect. We wanted that perfect moment for it. We wanted the perfect time. We wanted the perfect plan. We wanted the perfect opportunity. But here's what I know now. Sometimes you just have to start. You're going to have to learn along the way. And that is what I have been doing, learning along the way. And it's been rewarding to me. You must learn to make adjustments. When you make those adjustments, you grow. And I want you to remember that progress is more important than perfection. Progress is more important than perfection. Good evening, Brenda. How are you? I'm so glad that you're on. Thanks for joining me this evening. I'm looking at what I know now, but I wish I knew then. Okay. So, and I'm telling people to stop waiting for perfect. There is no perfect. Ain't no perfect. Just go head on and do your thing and have fun and enjoy life. That's all. That's the best thing I can tell you. Because when I started, let me get my paper clip because these papers just fly. When I first started my podcast, I knew nothing about it, y'all. I even went to class. I learned along the way. I was so motivated and excited that I was not the only one in the class, but I finished the class first. And because I finished that class first, I was rewarded a spot on the CTR Media Network. And I have been there ever since. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I had to learn along the way. I was feeling insecure, didn't have the confidence because the group of people that I was in, they were much more experienced than I was. And I was feeling like I did not belong. I'm serious. Oh, but they brought me in and they treated me like family, y'all. I mean, these are big time people. The Michael Finley show, very noted. He interviews movie stars, television, all those. That's his clientele. That's what he does. He is a musician as well. And then we have the Kim Jacobs show. She's been around a long time, and she's also Les Brown's niece. And so, therefore, that is the type of company that I'm in, y'all. And so, just to give you an example of some of them, okay, that you might be able to relate to. And so I was feeling so out of place. But, and so can you imagine? I'm going to talk a little bit more about, my journey and how they made me feel. I feel like now I'm part of the family. I don't know how it happened. They always told me I was going to be good. I don't know. I just get on here and do what I like to do, and that is talk and try to help people. That's all I do. And I'm telling you, the podcast is something that I learned along the way. The cake decorating is something that I learned along the way. I took course 1, then I took course 2. Never did take course 3, didn't get that far. Because after I took those 2 courses, an opportunity came my way where they wanted me to teach a class. They were willing to train me. Just laid it out in front. We'll train you everything. So, go figure. You don't pass up opportunity. That, to me, that was God laying something. And so I taught cake decorating for over 20 years, along with teaching regular school, you all. I enjoyed it that much. And to this day, I am still, I guess you could say, a consultant for the company. Sometimes they call me in to check icings and, do things like that, which is very rewarding. I feel privileged and honored that, those type of things are happening. They no longer have the educational component, because I worked at Michael's, and they had it at Michael's, they had it at Joann's. Certain bakeries could have the classes, but they discontinued the educational component. And so, therefore, that's where the independent people who were teaching could develop and start their own business. I tried, and I still teach. I still do workshops and stuff. But COVID hit me, and so it took a little toll. So it takes you a while to get back into things. And I want to be able to offer classes both in person and virtually. And so there's some things that I need to put in place. And believe me, I'm trying to put them in place, y'all. Before I start, I started once before and I couldn't finish. So I don't want to start again and not be able to continue. So I'm going to take it slow this time. And I want to make sure I have everything, ready. So, for it. So stop waiting for it to be perfect, because it ain't going to never be perfect. That's all I got to say, about that. And then the next thing is, some things aren't that serious. This is what I told myself. Now here's something else I'm telling you that I told myself. My younger self. Anna, some things just aren't that serious. And you know what? You should be telling yourself that too. Okay? Have you ever worried about something? Lost sleep over it, y'all. And then 5 years later, you couldn't even remember what you were worried about. Amen. Hello. Seriously. Been up all night worrying about it. And then later on, you can't even remember what it was that you was worried about. You got to stop that. I learned, and I tell you all the time, when you hear me close my podcast, you'll hear me say this. I learned that sometimes you just have to laugh. You just have to laugh. Remember what I told you about the laugh, and I'm going to repeat it, because laughter is good for the soul. And by all means, I know you heard me say this, laugh at yourself. Baby, I laugh at myself all the time. I talk to myself. I do. I talk to myself and I say, Anna, you know you crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I do that. Oh, now why you, Anna? Why did you do that? I don't know. I hope I'm not by myself. I hope, but I do. I talk to myself. Now sometimes I answer myself too, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to talk to yourself. Sometimes I'm in the grocery store talking to myself. This, this don't. I read the label. I talk to myself. I just do. Laugh at the unexpected. Laugh at the unexpected, y'all. Laugh when the cake doesn't turn out right. Now, you all know how many of y'all done cooked a cake and it didn't turn out right. We all have experienced that. The aunt that I'm telling you about, there was a baker, baby, she could mess up a cake. Oh, it was looking so ugly. But baby, it was delicious as I'll get up. I am not gonna lie, it was so good. Okay? It was delicious. Laugh when your travel plans change. Now, I know I told you all about the time I went to a conference for the weekend and was only there half a day and came back. I was supposed to be there Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. I didn't get there till Saturday afternoon. And turned around and came right back. Only went to one workshop. I think I went to one workshop at lunch or something. And then I said, oh my God. I laugh about it now, but it was so disheartening. And I think I did a live on that because I wanted people to know that you had to turn lemons into lemonade. So don't think that it's been easy for me because it has not. But I'm hoping that I have shown people to be strong, you know, and let you know all of us go through this. There's not one person that don't. I don't care. And I've said this many times. It don't matter what color you are, what nationality you are, whether you rich, poor. We all go through things. Whether you have everything together up there, whether you don't have everything, we all have obstacles that we have to go through. I just ask that you don't take advantage of people who have difficulties. You never know when karma might hit you. And that's the truth. I think about those people who can't see. And I'm telling you, I hurt my hands. I went to sleep on my hands like this, and when I woke up, I couldn't move my hands. And I said, oh, Lord, I can't write. I couldn't do nothing, y'all, with me. I couldn't even open my door. So I try not to judge people. I try to live by grace because you don't know from day to day what might happen. And that is the truth. You just don't know from day to day. And I'm going to say this, laugh when technology, laugh when technology decides it doesn't want to cooperate. Remember I told you the devil is a lie. I had problems. I always have problems with technology. It's not just on my podcast. I have problems with technology when I go live doing my jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I really have it sometimes there. So, yes, I do jewelry on Facebook on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. You can go there and look it up. But that's, And I also, well, I have a website for my jewelry, but you can reach it through my website for Anna's lifestyle. But I also have my own website for my jewelry, and that's the JazzyJewelsCollection.com. And you can go there, you can shop, you can look, you can do all kinds of things there. And you know, those people who on Facebook can always support me by giving me stars. And you know, did you know that if you're watching me now on Facebook that you can comment? If you're watching me on YouTube, you can comment. Those comments are right here because I'm streaming to those things. Okay? So you can come on and make those comments and talk to me anytime that you feel like it. Because I just want you to know that sometimes laughter is exactly what we need to keep moving. And that's the truth. So we're going to take another commercial, and we're going to come back and talk about our gifts. Okay, we are back. Um, and I want to talk about your gifts have purpose. Now, if any of you all follow me, you know that I am a firm believer that when we come on this earth, we're given gifts. And it is up to us to take our gifts and share them. Our gifts are not the same. Not all of our gifts are the same. That's why we share them so other people can learn from our gifts. So, if I could tell my younger self one important thing, I would say, don't underestimate your gifts. Don't underestimate your gifts. The things that come naturally to you may be exactly what someone else needs. And I've had many people tell me that my ability to teach, your ability to encourage, your creativity, your voice, your willingness to help, your story. I've told my story many, many, many times. So, but sometimes we overlook our gifts because they seem ordinary to us. But what feels ordinary to you may be extraordinary to someone else. Think about that. I am always grateful when someone tells me that I have helped them. And I don't hesitate. I say, ooh, I learned something new today. I give acknowledgement. Because to me, in my lifetime, you don't never get too old to learn. I try to learn something new every day. Every day. Because the world is full of stuff to learn. And you're not going to learn it all in this lifetime. And that's the truth. So, what I'm going to tell you is that what you need to do, really, is trust the journey. Trust the journey. That is your path to success. And I tell you this because there are things in life we simply cannot see ahead of time. You know that. Never in my life would I thought I'd be a certified cake instructor. Never in my life would I have thought that I would be doing a podcast. Never in my life would I have thought I would be teaching cake decorating. Never in my life would I have thought that I would be an author. So there are doors we don't know will open. And right now, there's some other doors that are opening for me as I talk. And I ask the people who have reached out to me, just be patient. I'm going to get to you. Okay? There are people we don't know we'll meet. There are opportunities, you all, that we can't even imagine. And guess what comes in? Faith. So looking back, I can see how different experiences has prepared me for what I am today. And that's why I would tell my younger self, trust God, trust the process, and keep walking. You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the next step. Please remember that. Please remember that. Well, y'all, let me get my little sip of my lemonade. Because it's coffee talk time. It's your turn. If you could sit across the table from your younger self, what is one thing you would tell them? Would you say to dream bigger, worry less, take a trip, start that business that you have been talking about starting? Believe in yourself. Enjoy the moment. So, I would love for you to share your answers with me. Your lesson might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. So, we're going to take a commercial. So I'm going to give you some time to think about it. And hopefully you'll write something in the comment section. Okay? About that one thing you would tell your younger self. Let's take that commercial.
Oh my goodness, the mailman came. I hope my sweet little thing cookie's in here. I just hope it's in here. Let me see. Let me open this up. That's it. That's it. Sweet little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh, I'ma have me a ball now. Let me just get this right here. Little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh yeah. I finally got my cookies. This sweet little thing cookies. Oh yeah. I'ma have fun. This package kind of big though. Man, it got a lot of cookies. Oh yeah, this the best day ever. I'm trying to tell you, I got my cookies, and I'm gonna eat these cookies, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Wait, what?
Marie, what you doing, man? You can't have those cookies right now. I'm sorry, we about to eat dinner. Once we finish dinner, then you can have those cookies. Go ahead, put them up. Go ahead, put them up.
you serious, bruh? I got sweet Listeine cookies, and now I gotta wait for dinner? Fine, can I at least look at the cookies? Thank you. Oh my goodness, I have waited all this time now. I gotta do all this. Fine. Oh yeah. I got my hands on some sweet Listeine cookies. But I can't eat them right now because bruh talking about I gotta wait to dinner. Okay, I'ma do that. But once I finish that,
That's one of my favorite commercials. You know what I'm saying? So, sweet Listeine cookies you all need to try. Okay? I am going to go back. I used to make sample packets, and I am going to do that again, and I will let you know. But you can go on my website, that Anna Lifestyle LLC, and I do have lists some things there. Now, we do have, oh, thank you, Brenda. We do have someone that commented, and she said, enjoy the moment, stress less. Baby, I would agree with you 100%. If I have not learned anything in my lifetime, I have learned as I have gotten older that I need to let it go. If you don't have any control over it, ain't no sense in you worrying about it. Seriously, what can you do? Remember I talked about earlier? You staying up all night worried about something. Why? Because it'll make you sick, y'all. I'm telling you. It'll make you sick. You don't want to be sick. Okay? It will make you sick. So thank you, Brenda, for participating. I really appreciate it. Because that's what it's all about, us sharing things together. Well, you know, now we're going to have a cake break. We get ready to have a cake break. Let me get to it. And so, what you're asking is, dear younger me, okay? And this is just for fun, but it's a meaningful moment. And you can, I'm going to leave this up, but I'm going to answer it. And I'm going to give you 2 answers for each one of these. And this is me talking to my younger self, y'all. I told you I was going to open up to y'all tonight. The first one is, don't worry so much about. So the first thing was finance. Sometimes, you know, after you retire, your money is just not like it was before. Okay? And so, sometimes I find it hard for ends to meet or to do all the things that I want to do. And then the other thing was, don't worry so much about time management. Because I know you all hear me say the time gets away from me. I got to stop worrying about that. Just do what I can do and keep on going. So as I go over this, you can write these down and you can do this exercise as well. Some of them are comical. So the next one says, take more time too. So I put down, relax. I need to take more time to relax because I am very busy, bump. I guess you could say moving around, doing a lot, and not getting a lot accomplished because time management, time gets away from me. Okay? And then the other answer that I said is take time to have fun. take time to have fun, y'all. Now, I'm going to tell you, because I'm by myself, and I live by myself. I'm not married. I haven't, I was married. I'm divorced. And so it took me a long time to go out and have fun by myself. Or just, without a date or something. Because I've been with my husband for over 20-some years, Not married. We had been married for 13, but I had been with him a long time. And so I needed to get out, and it was difficult for me. Okay? So that's something that, I had to overcome. And then the next one says never stop. Let me see. What did I put down for never stop? Okay. I put down for never stop believing in yourself. Never stop believing in yourself. And the other thing I put down was keep moving. Now, y'all know I do a YouTube thing or Facebook thing on motivational movement. And I truly believe in motivational movement. I don't care. And I tell anyone, get you some music that motivates you to make you move. Now, sometimes I sing it, and sometimes I move it, But the thing is moving, and I'm proud and I'm blessed because this year I will be 75 years old, you all, and I'm still moving and grooving. And I thank God every day that I get up that I can still move and groove. So I'm hoping that I can motivate you as well. Never give up. Never stop. Okay? The next one is you're going to be surprised when. And let me tell you what I put down for this one. Okay, let me look. Okay, I put down rank number 1 on my podcast show. You're going to be surprised when I rank, or I'm going to be surprised when I rank number 1 on my podcast. So I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. I need your support. Share. Like. Subscribe. Follow. Okay? That helps me. Okay, so do that. Then it says, one day you will. Now this is, let me see, what did I put down? I scribbled this on my notes, so I gotta look, what did I put? One day you will. Okay. One day you will complete your dream book. Now, you all know, I told you I just did a book. It's coming, it's out. It's on its way here. I got the notification today that it is, so I could track it. So my book is on the way. So, but that's a book. But I got a dream book, y'all. I've been wanting to write this book all my life. I don't tell anybody about it because I don't want them to steal my idea. But I've been working on it. And that is my dream book. And that I want to complete my dream book. And the other thing was own a summer home. I want to own a summer home. Or have a place that I can go for the summer. I might sell my house, but I don't know. the summer home might become the home. You never know. But like I said, those are all things that I dream about or things that I want as well. And then the last one, and please remember, I put down, put God in your life, or put God first in your life. Always remember that. And also, show kindness. Always remember to show kindness, because it will come back to you. So I hope these things right here were something that you would like to do. I tried to make it fun for you, interactive. Remember, I always told you there is no right or wrong answer. These are things that I'm telling my younger self, so you can tell your younger self whatever you feel is necessary for you. So we want to talk about sweet blessings of the week. So this is my sweet blessings for you for the week. May you look back on your journey with gratitude. Look at where you are with appreciation, and look toward your future with expectations. Your story is still being written. There are still dreams to dream, places to go, people to encourage, and blessings to share. I want to say thank you this evening for attending Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. So thank you again for joining me. This is our last episode of Coffee, Cake, and a Conversation with Anna. Look forward next week to a new series. And for the month of August, I'm hoping to have August and September is to have quite a few guests on. Also, I plan to invite the authors of the book to come on and tell their story, and you can learn a little bit about them in case you did not get a chance to see the virtual launching of the book. So tonight's conversation reminded me that we may not be able to go back and give advice to our younger selves, but we can use what we've learned to encourage someone who's walking a path we've already traveled. Maybe that's a part of our purpose, to learn, to grow, and then to reach back and help someone else along the way. So this week, I encourage you to think about what you know now that you wish you knew then. And then find someone who might benefit from that wisdom. I want to leave you with this advice. I hope that tonight, in some kind of way, I have inspired you. I hope that tonight, in some kind of way, I have encouraged you. I hope that tonight, in some kind of way, I have inspired you to live that fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. And I'm going to leave you with my 3 L's. You know I always do. 1, live. Live your life to the fullest. 2, laugh. laughter is good for the soul. 3, love. Love everybody, y'all. Love doesn't cost anything. But I'm going to tell you right now, self-love is very, very important. So this week I encourage you to think about what you know now and what you wish you knew then. And then find someone who might benefit from that wisdom. Until next time, keep shining your light. Keep shining your blessings. And keep making room at your table for meaningful conversations. I'm Anna L. Brothers, and I'll see you next time for another cup of coffee, another slice of cake, and another meaningful conversation. Have a great one, y'all.